welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But let's get into the video. Okay, so I decided to come and make this video based off of the new phase of life that I'm going through. It's called the Becoming Her phase, and then capital H-E-R. And I'll do another video explaining what H-E-R stands for me. But yeah, for right now, this is just the Becoming Her essentials and what I'm going to be doing on my journey to start. Now, I've been seeing a lot of these videos of people saying how to become her, soft life girl, hair, like lifestyle and stuff like that. And that's great, but most of those girls or most of those young women that are showing that content are already at that point. And I want to show the raw journey of how it gets to that point. So we're going to be doing this together. Nothing is going to be perfect. This is a judge-free zone. So yeah, I just wanted to create a list of things that I'm going to be working on myself and that y'all can do with me. And this is not just for the ladies, this is also for the men. So, you know, if you see anything that resonates with you, do not hesitate to do it. But yeah, let's get right into this video. So number one on my list right now is hygiene routine. So lately I've been getting a lot of compliments on how I smell. It took me a while to get my signature scent. I realized that I like spicy scents, I like warm scents, things that you could wear all year round. And I had to upgrade. I used to do the Christmas Vanilla Noel by Bath and Body Works. That was like my signature scent all year round, even though it only came out in the winter months. I got a lot of compliments on that, and it mixed very, very, very well with my pheromones, and it lingered, but I had to reapply it like every couple of hours, and it was getting on my nerves. And then also I wanted to invest in a big girl perfume. So then I started to do vanilla scents. I did Cloud by Ariana Grande. I liked it. It gave me like a sweet scent, but it was also kind of juvenile on me. And I've smelled it on a lot of other different women, and it smells so nice and so like sensual, but it just wasn't smelling that way on me. And I felt like I was dipped in a candy store. Like I went to the Willy Wonka chocolate factory and I just got dipped in a Jolly Rancher. And I wanted to attract more mature audience and aesthetic. So I was like, all right, let's keep looking. I ended up doing the Billie Eilish, coming across the Billie Eilish. The first one is the bronze one. This is her very first perfume that came out. I freaking love the way it smells. Like my pheromones with this perfume is impeccable. Like I got so many compliments from women and even men that would come and like walk past me and they would smell me. Girl, on it. So I started to buy that on the regular, but a part of me was like, all right, I'm starting to smell. It was like more of a spicy note, a musky spicy note, not musty, but musky with a K. And I realized, I was like, you know what, I love that, an everyday type of perfume, but I also want one for when I'm going on dates or when I'm going to like a luxury place, you know, things like that. So I started to use that with the Vanilla Noel, mixing things that are a little bit less expensive with things that are a little bit more pricey. You can kind of tell the difference. It wasn't bad, but I ended up mixing it with the Her by Burberry perfume. And I found that at Macy's a couple Christmases ago, just looking for perfumes. And the Her is the Intense one by Burberry. It's pretty expensive. It's like $116. Well, the last time I had checked. The Intense one is like it's in the clear bottle, and it's a little bit more like a raspberry clear bottle. It's 3 different series of it. They have one that's in a blush pink bottle that's more of your everyday scent. It's a little bit lighter. Then they have one that's in like a plush pink, and then they have one that's like in a raspberry pink. All of those are the same perfume, but just a little bit more intense, and that's why it's called Intense. But that one was immaculate as well. Those two together smelled really, really good. I got a lot of compliments, but I was seeing that eventually one perfume would outdo the other. So what I started to do is look for another perfume, and I didn't realize that I had been shopping for this for a while. I didn't like it at first because an ex of mine was like, I smell like an old grandma. But then again, you are who you hang around. I was hanging around somebody who's immature, who doesn't know really anything about perfume or cologne. But I got a lot of compliments on it. But because he, you know, hit below the belt when it comes to scent, you're sensitive about it. I decided to stop using it. But then I decided, and it was on accident, to combine the Billie Eilish, the very first one, the bronze bottle, with this Flower Bomb Nectar by Victor Rolf. This is very, very, very strong. It has like a nice, very spicy, musky scent, and with the Billie Eilish, oh, these two together, oh, I'm scrumptious. And it becomes a problem sometimes because sometimes I forget that I'm wearing it, those combo together. But I get the most compliments with those two together. So yeah, if you want me to go in depth into my new it girl or becoming her hygiene routine, just let me know, okay? Organization routines. I am starting to organize, declutter. I have a lot of stuff that I keep thinking I'm gonna reuse it, and I don't. It sits there for years sometimes, and I don't. That goes for clothing, that goes for supplies of things. Like, I buy in bulk, realizing that I'm wasting my money. So what I'm doing is now budgeting a little bit more, and I'm gonna get further into budgeting, but I'm organizing what I already have. So if I have it, or if I can make it work, or if it's not broken, then let's fix it. Let's find a place for it. A place has everything in my life now. So if I don't have a place for it, it needs to go. That's just point blank period. So having an organization routine is very, very great for like staying on top of your It Girl Becoming Her series. Next is manners and etiquette classes. Now, I was blessed to be able to be a debutante for the Delta Cotillion when I was in high school. I was a senior in high school, and I think the most impactful classes that I had was like etiquette, manners classes, business management, as well as networking classes. And I really do appreciate those Deltas of Charlotte. Awesome organization, and really taught me how to properly eat. I already had manners and etiquette classes from, you know, having older parents and grandparents. But just seeing like how to interact with people, social events. So even talking with my hands is not the most professional thing, but I tend to talk with my hands, and they tell you to stay in this box. Stay within your box. So it's about breast length wide and about a foot down. So when you talk to someone and need to use your hands, you talk right here. It also brings attention to the face. Like, they're not looking at you from your bust area down, they're tending to look from the bust area up. So when I'm talking with my hands, I tend to talk like this. Now, if I'm not talking with my hands are like this, or gently clasped together and put in my lap. I cross my legs, you know, to the side. So even if I have on pants, just acting like I have on a skirt or a dress. That has taken me a lot further. And you can use all these techniques in interviews. This is what gets you that foot in the door for an interview, a job interview, or anything. So yeah, manners and etiquette classes. Maintenance routine. So I don't know if y'all been seeing on my TikTok, which should be up here somewhere on the screen. I have been doing a lot of self-care maintenance lately, and it's because I deserve it. When you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you do good. And that's such a cliche thing to say, but it's completely true. As you can see, I have my nails done. This is like my Valentine's Day set. So yeah, something a little fun and friendly. Normally I will do a routine set of like, I've had French tip, but I had capsulated French tip with glitter, because I love glitter and I love the color pink. But simple things like that, getting my nails done. Hair and nails are expensive. So lately I've been working with my cheer sister and sister in life Show, and I will put her information somewhere on the screen. She also has a YouTube channel, so don't hesitate to check her out as well. She has my hair at the healthiest. My hair has gotten back to the length since I had a breakdown and cut it. I did that nappily ever after thing where I cut off my dead, damaged, heat damaged ends, and I cut it uneven. Try to put braids and stuff in it. Edges was thinning. So Show has definitely gotten my hair back healthy. I haven't been to her recently because I've taken on new jobs and things, so our schedules clash a little bit, but definitely will take the time to get my hair done. In the meantime of her seeing me, because she's the only person I'm allowed to touch my hair now at this point, I've been doing wigs. I'm luckily learning how to braid efficiently, so I've been putting on wigs. This is a unit right now, just a curly unit. It would normally be my summertime unit, but I get a lot of compliments when I wear my hair curly and black. My natural hair is like a reddish brown, and then I dyed it with blonde highlights. So when I get this traditional black clean cut look, I get the most compliments. But yeah, I do have highlighted hair under here, and when I do wear that, I do also get compliments, but I mainly get it for my curly, regular, you know, natural brown hair. So that, as well as skincare. I'm a licensed esthetician, so skincare is a mandatory thing for me. So skincare is a mandatory thing for me. I do the skincare on others, so then I expect my skin, my face is my marketing tool. So if my skin is looking jacked up, they don't trust that I'm gonna have their skin looking flawless. So skincare routine, even though I'm wearing makeup, you can see that under the makeup that my skin is glowing and it is healthy. So finding a maintenance routine, I tell people get a everyday routine and then get a weekly self-care routine. So yeah, but yeah, definitely getting my maintenance routine upgraded, spending the extra money and budgeting for it. Healthy lifestyle. So this is where I struggle the most because my weight is up and down due to PCOS. I'm an emotional eater as well, so I can eat things and just keep eating, snacking on things, and it's not necessarily things that are unhealthy, but it's my portion control. So recently it's starting to affect me health wise. So to get back on the healthy lifestyle, I'm walking more. As you can see, I have my Apple Watch on, even though it's not complimentary to all outfits. I have it in black, so black goes with everything. I keep this watch on. It keeps me regulated in the sense of knowing how many steps I need to take, my blood pressure, heart rate, all those types of things. I'm starting to eat a little bit more healthy. I already wasn't drinking sodas. I only drink sodas if I really need to, like, and if I do drink a soda, it is a ginger ale or it's like a Sprite, clear soda. I cannot do sodas. It's actually really bad for my skin and it's high in sugar. And if you know with PCOS, a lot of people have insulin resistance, so they can't, you know, process that sugar properly. We get swollen, we get bloated, we gain weight, you know, it's a lot. So what I've been doing is walking more, finding little things to eat. I have a routine, so I buy the same things from the grocery store, so I already know how much I'm going to spend on it as well as what I'm going to eat. And I switch it up from time to time. One meal will switch up, but finding the healthy lifestyle, I'm actually starting to work with a nutritionist. I was trying to work with one in Charlotte, but Charlotte's a little bit further since I'm in Raleigh area. So I'm trying to find one here and work out. I have a gym in my complex, so that is also a plus. Now I work constantly, so while I'm working, I try to, you know, take those extra steps. I take the stairs instead of the elevator, you know, simple little things to have that workout. I also went on Amazon to buy some workout stuff. Like I have a pink Stairmaster, and if you've been on my TikTok, you've seen this stuff firsthand. But a Stairmaster, I have like the little weights. Simple thing is cardio, you know, I'm dancing, and I also started taking dance classes. My best friend Ife Michelle has a dance class on Sundays that I go to. So that is getting my adrenaline pumping, getting me working out, and bringing me back to my sensual, mature side, I would say. But yeah, check out dance classes, yoga, anything that's going to get you active that you'd like to do. Because when I feel like I'm working out, I don't like to work out. It's journaling and therapy. So if you've been in my space, I've had a journal everywhere. I have a journal in my car. I have a journal in every single purse that I have, small, big, medium, whatever. I have a journal almost in my bathrooms because I get inspired a lot. I need to write things down, or if I'm feeling some type of way, I will write down my feelings so I can self-reflect on it later. Journaling and therapy. I do pay for therapy. I go as often as I can, that if that's once every 2 weeks or once every week, depending on the season. It has gotten me to push through these next phases of life, of maturity. I've had several epiphanies, just, you know, crying, happiness, sadness, anger, you know, whatever. But I have definitely healed a lot, and I have a lot of healing to do. But therapy and writing this stuff down. I even bought the shadow work book off of TikTok shop that has had me in a chokehold. You have to be mature to work through this book. It's going to be a lot of emotions that are happening, but I love to work things out so I'm not hindering it, because, you know, I'm trying to become that girl. I am that woman. Actually, I'm becoming that it woman. So that's what the Becoming Her series is going to be about. Networking and healthy relationships. Now, I personally have not conquered this part of my life fully. Networking, I'm great at. I can walk into the room, I'm gonna observe the room, and then I can be as personal, as physically possible. People tend to gravitate me. I attract different personalities, and people feel comfortable around me. Now, do I feel comfortable around them all the time? Not so much. But I'm learning what to share, what not to share. But healthy relationships, when it comes to like dating and friendships, I'm still working through. I just recently had to end some friendships with a couple of people just because, you know, their intentions aren't pure, and it's okay. It's okay, but I don't have to respond. I don't have to react in a negative way. All I have to do is just go on with my life. That's all I have to do. So it's one of those things where, and it's not like it's going to be easy. It was very hard. It took me years to get here, and I'm still growing. There's still some people that I'm going to have to leave back there, but that's okay. It's one of those things where with this healing journey, you can't take everybody with you, and you're not supposed to. So I don't believe in that seasonal thing. I believe in, you taught me a lesson, I learned that lesson. If I didn't, let's go back, let's rewind it, let's do it again. But once I learned that lesson, moving forward, I can speak to you if I feel the need to, but moving on. Work-life balance. Something else that I'm working on is work-life balance. I am a forensic scientist. I have a forensics degree with a concentration in biology from Fayetteville State University, and I'm also a licensed esthetician. So I am working both careers. I'm using both sides of the brain, as I like to introduce myself to people. It is a lot. My days can consist of 16 hours, 12 hours, and now my schedule is going to change even more. So I'm going to be working even more. And I'm learning that work-life balance is important. I've had to have a mental break. Like today, I took off. I didn't have that many bookings today, so I was like, hey, since I don't really have bookings today, can I just take this day and really just get back to myself? I was able to kind of really just do my hair, get dressed up, put on my makeup. I put on makeup every day anyway, but really take the time to process. I watched YouTube. I got some things done. I'm going to continue to run some errands before I have to go to my next job. You know, work-life balance is very important because you don't want to break down. It's nothing worse than not being able to emotionally process everything that's happening. And these companies understand that you are replaceable, and that's the truth. You are replaceable. And so you have to treat these companies the same way. I can replace you the same way that you can replace me. In other words, I'm going to do what I contracted to do, what I signed up to do. But anything extra, you're gonna have to pay me extra. And that means it's gonna accommodate for my time off, work, life. Next is educational growth. I am really adamant on education. I will be a career student, as my dad would say, constantly in and out of school. I did 5 years in my undergrad because I had to take an extra year because I was an athlete, and balancing out what was going on in my personal life and school life, it was a lot. But there's nothing wrong with that. I thought I was gonna take a break, and I did take a little break, and then I went back to esthetician school. Did that for a year, well, 11 months, got my esthetician license, and now I'm ready to do my master's. I'm ready to take it all the way. I had to write down what my goals are and my timeline for these goals, and I'm going for it. So educational growth, you get to meet more people, and that connects all these other aspects of networking. I'm learning that I am not in one box. I can have different personas in different boxes, and that's okay. So with this educational background and educational growth, I get to see more of the world, more people's personalities. I get to gravitate towards people who are kind of like me, and that's great. So that is also very important, your education. Wardrobe. So anybody really knows me, I wear a lot of black. And unfortunately, one of my jobs at Massage Envy, I wear all black. The shirt is black, and then I wear comfortable yoga pants so I can move around, and if I get it dirty, I'm okay. I do not change when I go to my second job because I'm within the wardrobe or dress code. But I wear black every day. I have on black now. I have on black pants right now. But some things like this, I don't wear a lot of oranges, a lot of yellows. I'm learning to use my color. My skin is glowing, so why not have the colors to match my glow? So that's what I'm learning to do. Use more neutral tones when I'm feeling like I just want to be classic, and then the bright tones. Now neon bright, not so much. We're leaving that in middle school and high school days. But different colors, different palettes, pastels, stuff like that, I'm learning to incorporate that. And my favorite color is pink, so if you look at my closet right now, a lot of it is pink, blues, grays, and blacks. I love neutrals. I don't wear a lot of white, so I'm learning to wear more white. I just think that white gets dirty easily. That's the only reason why I don't wear a lot of white. But learning how to style for different occasions, my wardrobe is evolving, and I'm gonna go more in depth on my wardrobe in another video. All right, so the major thing is right now that most people are probably wondering is budgeting. How are you affording to do all this stuff? I'm barely affording it, to be honest with you. I've had to give up a lot of things. Eating out, I stopped doing, which is also reflecting the healthy lifestyle. I stopped eating out because I'm spending a lot of money, and I was blessed to have a job that pays. They give you like a voucher to pay for your food, and they tend to have healthier options. I eat a salad every day at this point, and I've been seeing the difference in my weight, in my swelling in my face. But budgeting. I know how much I want to spend on groceries. I know how much I want to spend on my nails, my hair, and my makeup. If I'm outside of that budget, then I just don't get it. And I write it down, and I pre-purchase. So in other words, like Target and Walmart and Sephora and Ulta, they have like their websites where you can put stuff in your cart, so you know how much it's going to rack up to, and then with taxes. I tend to do the pickup option because it's free. Because nobody wants to pay for shipping. Some things that you just can't get without shipping. But even on Amazon, I budget. I pre-shop. I put it in my cart so I know how much I'm doing. If I'm getting above my budget, it has to go, or save it for later. It'll be on the next time. But yeah, every 2 weeks I am budgeting out something. If I want something and it's out of the budget, I'm saving for it. And I even bought these little like money binders. So I have one for my tips at work, and I have one for every type of bill that I need: house, car, emergency, shopping, vacation. Everything is covered in one thing, and I can see it, and it's organized. And that's what brings me to the organizational plan. So yeah, everything ties in together. Next are hobbies. So hobbies can go along with healthy lifestyle. I used to be a dancer, and I became a cheerleader. Dance and cheer has always been a part of my life, and always will be a part of my life. So hobbies like going back into dancing, taking dance classes. I love music, so going to like poetry slams with music. I'm starting to get back into that. Again, part of my budget. So I separate that money for specifically that, and at least once a month I treat myself on a hobby. So you can do that as well. And it's just great if you're incorporating it with your healthy lifestyle. So yeah, next on the list is traveling. So I think I vlogged when I went to China. I have the 2-part vlog somewhere when I went to China. I think it was in 2016, 2017. And then I also went to Los Cabos, Mexico for my cheer sister's bachelorette week. So I think I vlogged that as well. I'm not sure if I put it on here, but if not, hey, it's definitely on my TikTok. Traveling more. I created a New Year's bingo card. It was by I forgot the TikToker's name. Oh, Madison, I think. She's on TikTok. She's actually lives in the Charlotte area, which it was funny. But she made a bingo card and she just marks off as she goes. And I've already am marking off things as I go. And traveling was one of them. Traveling to 2 places out of the country and 3 places out of the state. So yeah, budgeting for that. Just planning where I want to go ahead of time, and this is a big year. It's the big 30. I know I don't look 30, but it's the big 30 year, so budgeting for that. And I really want to travel outside of the United States for my birthday. Decor and aesthetics. So this is kind of to each his own. It's one of those things where, like, I love pink, so I want to incorporate pink in everything. But I also love black, silvers, golds, rose golds. I love those classic metallic colors. And neutrals. So my apartment is based off of my mood. My living room is where I spend a lot of my time, my kitchen, so everything is pretty much the same, of classic colors like black, neutrals, you know, whatever, and it has a hint of pink in everything. My bathroom that I spend the most time, I have neutral gray and pink. My studio room, I know I can't show you right now, but as you can see, things are pink in here. Things are neutrals. I even have like a little bit of burgundy in here because I love burgundy as well. But everything reflects me. Glittery or shiny, but not classless glittery or shiny. But things are metallic, shiny, sparkly, pink, and then neutrals. So I'm not doing too much, and I'm also not outdoing it, okay? So yeah, balancing, finding your niche. Pinterest is great for finding your aesthetic that you want. I do some inspirations and I tweak it for my own. But yeah, finding that decor. You want your living space to be your temple, your safe space. So yeah, decorate it how you want to decorate it. Next is social media. So I am no longer, I've never really been a big person of lashing out on social media. I've had a couple times where things I just couldn't let go and I just needed the world to know. And that's okay. Nobody's perfect, but my social media is going to be clean cut. Quality photos, quality videos, quality outfits, quality makeup looks. I'm working on it and I'm getting better. I'm trying to do it every day, but because I work 2 jobs, it's kind of a lot. But even simple things like this, like I'm posting because I want you guys to take this journey with me. So I'm sharing a vulnerable space with the world, and I want the world to, you know, be positive and share it with me and go through it with me. So simple things of, I bought a vlogging camera years ago. I was like, why keep buying new stuff when I have stuff at home? Again, budgeting and organizing everything in my life. So this camera works just fine. I use this for vlogging as well. Why not use this? It has great quality. It still works a little beat up, but it still works. It gets the job done, and I can post it, and it's of quality. So people are not going to be looking like, oh, your videos are grainy. Oh, this look like this. Yeah, quality, but I also budgeted for it. Okay. And then last but certainly not least, this should have been the first one, but I put this last because people tend to scurry away from this, or they're fearful when this subject is brought up. Let's talk about spiritual and faith. So my spiritual journey, I identify as Christian, and that's okay if you don't identify as Christian. I respect all cultures and all religions or all spiritual dwellings. You have to be heavy into it. Love yourself, love whatever you believe in, but respect and show yourself grace. Your spiritual journey is not for you to take alone. You're gonna find people in all walks of life that'll help you and that you help them, but your faith and your spiritual journey is the most important. None of this other stuff exists on this list without your spiritual and faith journey. So what I'm doing is reconditioning my spirit. I am talking to God. I'm praying a lot. I'm writing stuff down. I'm starting to get back into church. I'm asking people who are local here, what church do you go to? All right, cool. If I can't get to the church, which majority of the time I can't because I'm working, I go on YouTube. There's no excuse. I'm listening to Bishop T.D. Jakes. I'm listening to Sarah Jakes. I'm listening to Elevation. I'm listening to whatever I feel mostly identifies with my beliefs and what I need at that moment. Even if I can't get that, say if I'm running late and I just need a moment, I have my AirPods in my ear, listening to songs that make me happy, that bring me joy, that bring me peace, and just conditioning, talking to people, therapy. All these things do not exist without that spiritual understanding and energy. Okay, so get it together, sis. Get it together, bro. Get your spiritual healing on the move. Let's grow, and then the rest of the stuff will flow. Ooh, I'm rapping a little bit. No, I'm just playing. But no, seriously, let's take this journey together. Let's heal together, because all this is what we already have inside of us. We just need to know how to express it. That's really what it is. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in to this video. I wanted to come on here, and I'm going to be vlogging this process of how I'm doing each category. If y'all have any tips or tricks, don't hesitate to comment them below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be doing this on a regular basis. I'm going to try to stay consistent because that is one of my goals. Thank you for joining, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.
I've got more than 22